can see the live and all that good stuff in your comments. So just give me a second. See, I have some tea. Oh, goodness gracious. I have to make sure my sound's off on my computer so that we don't have to hear anything twice. All right, I think we're good. I just have to make sure that the camera's in the right place. Hey, Clem. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Donna. All right, it's a little off. Let me see if I can fix it so that you guys can get more screen. I think that's good. I haven't been live in a while since last time, so it's always fun to adjust the camera for the live video. Okay, I don't think I need my keyboard, so I'm gonna move that. Hopefully we're good. How's everybody doing? So excited to have you with me. I have a few announcements while we're waiting for everybody to get in here. I am going to hook up a cable to my phone just in case. I'm excited too. Hey, Joyce. Okay, let me grab my announcements, and I want to grab one more off my printer because there's always stuff going on, right? All right. I know it's going to be so much fun. Let's see. Okay, I have everything off my computer now, I think. So, how is everybody? Hey, Rose. Hopefully everybody will start coming in and get in here that needs to be in, but I'm going to start with the announcements. So, Card Fiesta is Saturday. Yay, John! Thanks for playing for Bonnie. She never asks, but I would love for you to play for her, so thank you so much. Great idea, Rose. Thanks for that. Card Fiesta is Saturday, so if you're local and you would like to make some cards with me, I would love to have you at Card Fiesta. So just let me know. You can send me an email at Kelly, Kelli, at inkyhandswarmhearts.com, and just let me know that you are going to come to Card Fiesta so that I have enough spots for everybody. Kimberly. And then if you're not part of my Inky Hands crew, what are you waiting for? It is so fun, and you still have a little bit of time to sign up to get this month's projects. So you're not going to want to miss them. They're going to be super awesome. And I'm using the Sunset or Sunrise Sailboat, I think is the name of it. Oh my gosh, it just like went right out of my brain, the name of that bundle. Sunrise Sailing, I think is what it's called. Anyway, I'm using that this month for the Inky Hands crew. So if you saw my projects that I did with the sailboat, you're going to get some more projects. I'm going to be doing some 3Ds, and you're going to love the projects. So I wanted to be able to show you some more things with that suite because it is a hybrid embossing folder, and I needed more than 2 cards to be able to get full use out of the suite. So those of you who have watched my free videos, you get 2 of those, and then the crew will get 6 additional videos with that bundle. So still have time to sign up. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? Kimby in the house. All right, I still have a few kits left if people are interested in adding on tonight's game night. If you just want to watch, that's okay too. You just won't get the class kit. and you won't be able to win any prizes that are for the game night. But you are more than welcome to sign up. If you need the link, I will put it in the chat. Just let me know that you need the link, and I will do that. Hey Eileen, thanks for joining us. Hi Sherry and Mom. All right, so if you're not signed up for the Stampin' Rewards program, sign in, opt in so that you can get 10% back from everything that you purchase in my store on your next purchase. And I would love to have you join my team. I have a really fantastic team, and I know you would love to be a part of it. So join the joy of Stampin' Up! And become a demonstrator today on my team. The special this month, only through the 31st, you get $165 worth of product in the US for $99. You only have to pay for tax, and you get a free paper pumpkin in there, so that's another $25. So literally you're getting like $190 plus worth of stuff, because you're going to get business supplies and stuff like that, for only $99 and tax. It's the best deal. So if you want to be a preferred shopper and you want to shop with a discount of minimum of 20%, then sign up. If you have questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Just send me some email at Kelly, Kelli, at inkyhandswarmhearts.com, and I will be happy to let you know. Full of Charm is the next kit, and it will be June's kit. And in July, we will have a coordinating suite, an online exclusive suite that's called Floral Charm. And this paper pumpkin that comes out in June, that you'll get towards the middle to the end of June, will coordinate with the July, I think it's July 1st that it comes out, the online exclusive called Floral Charm Suite. As demonstrators, we can order early, so that's another perk of being a demonstrator on my team. Not only do you get a discount, but you get to order the product early, and we usually order about 6 weeks before everybody else, so it's always a really great thing, right? Pretty awesome, and I'm pretty excited about this whole suite. The product colors are Berry Burst, Cajun Craze, Early Espresso, Mossy Meadow, Pretty Peacock, which is the Stampin' Spot, and then of course Timid Tiger. And if you don't have the add-ons and you are a paper pumpkin customer, you can still get the Hugs of Bloom dies, which is the add-on for April, May, and June. It's item number 166238. Hi Natalie, thanks for joining us. Hey guys, Natalie is new to our group and she is playing with us game night, so please welcome her to our group. All right, kits collection. That is a couple new kits we have this month are the Share a Smile kit for $14, 8 cards, 1 each of 8 designs, and then of course the stamping kit, which is $23. It's 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. And of course, game night is tonight. Next month's game night is going to be June the 26th. So I hope you can join us for game night next month. I haven't picked the bundle yet, but I will probably let you know on Tuesday's live. I'll go ahead and pick that, and we'll get started with registration for game night for next. Hey Janice, glad you made it. I'm still doing announcements, so you're plenty of time. If anybody still would like a kit, I do have a few available. Just let me know, or let Rose know, and she can put all caps in the chat, which really helps me to see what's going on. Stamp Camp is amazing. If you've never been to a stamp camp with my Creativity Abounds design team, you have got to try it at least once. It is an amazing way to get such use out of a suite. So we will give you 13 make and takes, and then you'll get 13 bonus projects, which you can make live with us, or you can make them right after the live. We have a couple hours in between each live presentation. There's 13 live presentations, and it's pretty amazing. So if you've never done Stamp Camp, ladies, tell them all about Stamp Camp in the chat, because you want to join, and I will have a link for you if you're interested in signing up for Stamp Camp. Just let me know that you want the link for that. Okay, and then finally, Stamp Camp, the team that does Stamp Camp, we also sell tutorial bundles every single month. They're in my online store, so don't forget about those. And if anyone needs an annual catalog, please let me know. And then the last announcement that I have is the virtual album retreat. Starting next Wednesday, so in 7 days, you can sign up for the virtual album retreat. And what that will be is you purchase a month-to-month album retreat kit from me. It is available in my online store, online store, starting May 28th, and they're only available while supplies last. So if you want one, get in there on the 28th and order your virtual album retreat. You can purchase that from me, and once you purchase that, you get access to the virtual album retreat class, which will be held in July the 16th through the 18th from 2 to 10:30 p.m. Mountain Time. You don't have to watch it live. You can watch it when it's convenient for you, but they will be going through and you will get all the supplies. Everything will be cut for you to make 12 two-page spreads. So 12 two-page layouts, one for each month of the year. It's a great start for your scrapbook, for a yearly scrapbook. All right, so that's it for announcements. I'm gonna put this stuff away. I'm gonna grab that. All right, so the set that we are using tonight for game night is Bistro Burger. Yeah, absolutely. Stamp Camp makes a really great gift. So if you know somebody that would love to stamp with you, you can purchase Stamp Camp for them. So Bistro Burger is 2 separate items. You get the stamp set and the dies. I also am going to be using the Timber 3D embossing folder. And I've used the Best Family Ever to really tailor the cards to who you're giving it to. This set is really amazing. And all of these items are on last chance. I'm pretty sure they're all still available. And we should be good to go because I have ordered everything for everyone who has signed up so far for Stamp Camp. Do I have anybody, not Stamp Camp, for game night? Does anybody else want to play game night? Because if you do, let me know in the chat and Rose will yell at me in caps because I need her to do that so I can see it. Hey Rita, thanks for the thumbs up. How is everybody? I'm so excited that you guys are here with me tonight. You don't even know how happy I am. This is going to be super fun. We're going to have a great time. All right. I'm going to start with a card and then we'll play a game of lucky number. Do I need to explain how it works, or do you know, Natalie, how to play? Because Natalie is my first timer today, I think. Okay, Natalie, I'm going to explain for you. So in this little trash can, which is super cute, see, it's my little trash can. It says, I'm not a scrap hoarder, I'm a creative recycler, are these numbers, okay? And they're all the numbers from 1 to 31 in this little trash can. And what I'm going to do is you've picked your 5 numbers. Does everybody have their 5 numbers that they have picked from game night? Because you have to keep them somewhere to keep me from having to tell you, but it's okay if you forgot. I'll be happy to give you your numbers. But you need the 5 numbers. And we are going to spell out the word lucky. So for instance, if I pull 19 first and you have 19, you're going to type in the chat the letter L for lucky. And then let's say I pull 6, you don't have that, but you have 25. So you're going to type L for 19 and U for 25, all the way up until you have 5 numbers. So let's say I've pulled this many numbers and you have 4 numbers at this point. When you should already have LUCK typed in the chat. And when I pull the next card, if you have this number, then you will type LUCKY, and that will be lucky, which means you are the winner. So the way that it works is the first person to type the word lucky, they are the ones that are going to get the prize. So the first people in the chat that I see that have typed the word lucky will get that. If there's more than one winner, you guys are going to get a stack of my handmade cards sent to you as a consolation prize. Now let's say there was 2 winners in the first game and the second winner got the consolation prize. That second winner can win again, and they can trade in their consolation prize for some of the Stampin' Up product that I have for prizes. And if they choose to do that, then I will more than be happy to give them the prize. Does that make sense? But only one winner per game night, and you can win consolation prize, but you could trade that in to try and win. Thank you, Kimberly. I think so. Look, nice stack of cards. Hi, Carla. Carla, the way that you get your numbers is that you sign up to play game night. Do you want to play game night with us, Carla? Hey, Lisa, welcome. If you play game night, you have to go to this link and pay for game night. You're going to get 4-card class. I also do lots of goodies. So you're going to get more than game night, more than the cards. But you have to go. This is my last minute registration page. Nobody use this unless they're registering last minute. Okay, this is only for last minute. When you register any other way, I do it a little different. Okay, so I'm going to paste this in here, Carla. And if you click on that link and go to my store and purchase the game night, you have to give me what your numbers are that you want to do, and I will add them to the list. Then you're eligible for prizes, Carla. I should get a pop-up on my phone when you've paid. Sherry, do you still need your numbers? Sherry, the text message that you sent me, those are your numbers. I'm waiting for Carla to register, and then I will start making the card. Okay, good, Sherry. Do you have your numbers, Natalie? Did you keep them in a safe place so that you would have them for tonight? It takes a minute to get started, guys. Okay, wonderful, Natalie. I'm just waiting for Carla. Well, I always have them because I have to verify that you are a winner. But it's easier if you guys keep up with them and I don't have to, because if I have 50 people playing, can you imagine how long it would take me to tell everybody their numbers? But absolutely everybody makes mistakes and forgets to record them. It's no problem. I don't mind sharing the numbers with you if you need them. All right, I'm just waiting on Carla. Oh, Kimberly, put them in the notes of your phone and just call it game night, and then you can always have them ready. Kimberly, crack me up. I'm thankful for you, Kimberly. You always bring me so much joy. Hey, Rose, can you keep up with Carla and let me know if she lets you know she's playing? Because I need her to give somebody her numbers. And I'm going to... Hey, Lou, thanks for joining us. I just want to make sure that she gets in if she wants to play. I just haven't seen her pay yet. I haven't gotten notification. But I don't want to hold up the cards. So I'm going to give you, Carla, until the first game to go ahead and pay and get me your numbers, or get them to Rose. Rose is the person that has the blue name. And Sherry is also the person with the blue name, but Sherry can help as well. She's just a little frazzled with stuff in her house right now, so that's why I have Rose as my other moderator. So either Rose Lamb or Sherry Gray can get a hold of you, Carla, as you figure out and you have paid. And then once you've paid with the link that I gave you, Carla, you're going to need to fill out this link as well. So that is the registration form link, and let me give you guys again the last chance link to sign up. Nobody uses this link unless they're doing it last minute, okay? It's only for last chance sign-ups. Okay. And Rose and Sherry, just type in all caps to get my attention if you need to. I'm going to go ahead and start in case Carla changed her mind. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started because I haven't heard from her in a minute. So card number 1 is this card right here. I'm really excited about it. It's so cute, isn't it? I'm going to bring you guys down a smidge. I feel like I'm still too high up. So this is the card we're going to make first. And I'm going to grab all my parts and pieces and all the good stuff. I'm going to color for you the burger in the first card because I want you to learn how I colored it. All right, so we're going to start with a piece of cardstock, crumb cake, and we're going to go ahead and fold that. And use our bone folder. That's fantastic. You can send him this great card, Natalie. All right, so once we have folded it, we need some scrap paper. So I always have some around everywhere. So we'll just go ahead and grab some that I have over here on the side. And we're going to get the early espresso. And oh yeah, I think I have to put stamps on the stamps on blocks. I don't think I have them on blocks, or do I? And if I do, where did they go to? Hang on. Everybody, wait a minute. I got them. This is what happens when you're doing too many classes with too many stamp sets all at once. I think I have them all now. So we're going to use the French fry stamp. And we're going to ink that up in early espresso ink. And just take your time and let the ink seep into your card so that you get good coverage. How fun are these French fries? I'm kind of full right now. I don't want to eat them, but if I hadn't eaten recently, I would want them. Okay, so you're basically going to cover the back of your card completely with French fries. I think I need to wet this, so don't mind the squeaking because it's a little dry. All right. Oh, yay! That's a perfect idea for you to have burger sherry. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to color. Well, let's not color. Let's go ahead and put on our little banner. So this is from Nested Essentials. It's two of the things are going to have Nested Essentials on that. Well, two of the cards are going to have other dies besides the ones that come, but I will cut them for you and they will be in your kit. So the first one is Stylish Shapes, and then the second one is Nested Essentials. And so you're going to get these already cut for you in your kit. So you're going to need that from your kit. And we're going to go ahead and grab our adhesive and our mat, and we're going to add our... Thanks, Eileen. So let's go ahead and add. I always add a lot of glue. You don't have to if you don't want to, guys. All right, so we're going to add our little banner here to our card. Let's drop it a smidge. Yeah, right there is good. All right. All right, so there's our banner. We are going to assemble our knife that goes into our hamburger because we already have glue out, so we might as well. And you don't need too much glue for this because the handle is more narrow than the knife. So I just put it down the middle like that. I know, crazy that I'm not using any more glue than that, but it's the truth. It's all you need. All right, and then you're gonna add the handle onto the knife, and these will be, you'll have the paper to cut these out in your kit with your, you have the paper to cut these out in your kit with your, so there's your little knife. Isn't that so cute? It's so cute. I love it. All right, so we're gonna set that over here. Now we're gonna color. Well, actually, let's just finish stamping. So we're gonna stamp Happy Birthday Brother. Also in the same color as our French fries. So here's the Happy Birthday. All right. And where's Brother? Brother, where art thou? The worst movie that, what's his name, ever did. All right. There's Brother. All right. My poor chamois needs to be wet. Okay, so now I'm just gonna fussy cut around the word brother. Is Monica here, guys? She's supposed to be playing with us. I didn't see her in the chat. Check and see if Monica's here. If not, I will text her and remind her to make it before our first game. All right, there's the word brother. And now for happy birthday. Okay, I will have to text her when I'm done with this. I texted her before and reminded her like I reminded everybody else, but maybe something happened and she forgot. She lost track of time or something. She was making some pretty cards. Or maybe she was doing dinner or something. She's also the same time as me, time zone. All right, so here's our happy birthday brother. Okay, just put that to the side with your knife. Just make sure that everything's good over there. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you how to color. And as you'll notice, this burger here is a double burger. Did anyone notice that this was a double burger? And the stamp set only has a single burger. I didn't have your phone number, Natalie. If you would email me your phone number, then I will have access. I only had your address and email. So this is a single burger, and obviously we have a double on there, right? So to get the double burger, I'm going to show you how to do that. Natalie's been here for a while, Rose. All right, so we're going to color our two pickles, and we are going to color our burger. And don't forget the thumbs up, guys. We're also going to stamp a burger, and this is how you stamp it here, okay? You're going to stamp it with the bun, and everything except for the top bun needs to fit onto here. I know everybody's going to be so hungry. So we're going to do a little coloring. I'm going to show you how I colored the burger. So let me grab my blends. So for this particular, there's two colored pickles. There's a darker pickle. This pickle here uses Mossy Meadow, which is what I've already put on there. And it's Mossy Meadow Light. Okay, Mossy Meadow Light. And then I have added, oops, sorry, Shy Shamrock Light. I know the knife is precious. So I've already done the Mossy Meadow Light so that I wouldn't have to do that one. And we're going to add our light Shy Shamrock over the top. All right, and it's kind of a bright green. So we're going to go back over it with Mossy Meadow, and we're blend in that brighter color to add a little brightness to our pickles. So we're going to add this over the top, and it tones down a little bit that bright green. And it does show through. It adds a brightness to Mossy Meadow, because Mossy Meadow's kind of a dull color. And I don't know if you guys have ever used this color lifter, but see how I went outside of the lines here? And if I push it towards the pickle, it will get rid of that Mossy Meadow line, and it will be clear or white paper again. So I'm going to let that dry. So there's our pickles, and then let's start with our burger. So our tomatoes are light Poppy Parade. So we need to color those. There's only 2 tomatoes on each sandwich. So you have to color them twice. All of the rest of the burgers I've colored for you. I just wanted this first card for you guys to learn how to color the burgers, and then you can use that for all your burgers, okay? So there's your first 2 is Light Poppy Parade, okay? I've used Old Olive for the pickles that are on the actual burger. So I've used dark Old Olive on the rim of the pickle. Okay, those are the 4 pickles. So I have to do it on this side. And then I'm using the light Old Olive to blend in. And that way the little rim of the pickle's a little darker. All right. Thank you, Clem. Exactly, Rose. Awful, wasn't it? Okay, so now we're going to use Granny Apple Green, and I'm using light Granny Apple Green, and this is for, whoops, wrong side. I always like to use the bullet tip. I have more control. So I'm going to use light Granny Apple Green for the lettuce, and don't get this piece down here. This is cheese that is oozing. So make sure you miss the cheese there and that you bring the lettuce all the way up and around this ruffly part here. All right, so, and there's some more right here along this portion of the burger. And again, there's a piece of cheese here, so skip that and do your lettuce. So there's a little piece of cheese here and a little piece of cheese there. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing here. We're going to use our light Granny Apple Green and go through and get our lettuce. And over here, there's the cheese, so we're going to skip that. And over here is the rest of the lettuce. Okay. So now all the lettuce is done, okay? So now we're gonna do the burger, okay? Well, actually, let's do the cheese. So the cheese is with light and dark Daffodil Delight. And we're gonna start with the dark, and then we're gonna lighten it with, so there's the cheese there. And then here's some more cheese right there. And there's kind of an ooze right here. I didn't do it in the first one. I colored it like lettuce, but it looks better if you let it ooze there. And then here's the cheese here. All right, so now I'm gonna just lighten the cheese color slightly with using light daffodil. So I'm just gonna go over the top and it's gonna lighten it slightly. So it looks more like the yellow cheese and not quite so orangey. So there's the cheese. And now for the burger. Okay, the actual patty I used, yes, they're all listed in the description of the video, Natalie, which is where you're going to come to make the cards. You're going to come to the description of the video and I will have them hyperlinked right to the card so you can click the link and go to the card you're making. And there is an instruction sheet that has all the colors that you need as well. Thank you, Rose. The copper clay, I offered it as an add-on when you purchase the kit. So if you don't have copper clay, I hope that you have it because I don't know who ordered it, but I can't remember now. It's too long ago. But anyway, I'm going to add some dark copper clay first. All of these lines that are on the patty here, I'm coloring them with dark copper clay, and I'm going to do both of them at the same time. I love that the artist gives us these lines, which helps us to shade and makes us look like pros. All right, so there's the dark copper clay. I missed a little piece here. Okay. Then you're gonna go back over it with light. So we're gonna just go right over the top of the dark, and it will keep the dark dark and add the light color. I really feel like copper clay is the perfect color for the burger once it's been grilled, right? It's just the most realistic color, I think, that we have. So I hope you guys have it. If not, you could have ordered it with the kit, but I've gotten all the kit stuff. Did anyone ever hear from Carla? Did I miss you talking about Carla, Rose? Because I did not get a sign up, so maybe she changed her mind. So if that's the case, good thing I started, or we would still be waiting. All right, so let's go ahead and add our burger on this piece. And then I like to kind of go in the direction over the top again one more time. All right, so there's our burger. So now the bun. All right, so the bun is a couple colors. The top part of the bun here is light crumb cake. You know, the part of the Kaiser roll that dips in, or the pretzel bun that you can see the lighter color. I used light crumb cake for that. And then I used dark pecan pie for all the lines, same as the burger. So all the way around the edge here. And now you can see why I didn't color all of these for this class, but that this is the only time I'm coloring the burger, because you're going to color them all the same. And you'll use this as your reference. So when I do the timing of the videos after the video has processed through YouTube, at that point I will mark for the coloring of the hamburger and all of the coloring that I had to do for this project, so that you can go back to it every time when you're doing the other cards. All right, so we're gonna come with the light pecan pie over the top. And the squeakiness happens when you're blending blends. There's no way to avoid it. And I do give a little once over real light over the top of that crumb cake, because it will still be lighter than everything around it. Okay, so there's that one. Now I'm gonna color the bun on this piece here. So I need the dark, the dark. And then we're gonna fill it in with the light. We're almost done. We're almost ready to assemble our burger. I know this is a little time consuming, but it's well worth it. This is such a great set, and the artist did a great job with it, so you might as well. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna trim by fussy cutting this piece here. Leave a little border all the way around your burger. Now you only have to do this on the ones that you're making double. Okay, a single burger can be cut out with the dies from the set. You want to leave a little border all the way around the sides. And this is the half piece of burger, not the full one, okay? And then just come in here near the pickles. And then what you want to do is you want to just cut straight up and angle cut up. And you're going to leave that attached right there, okay? Then when you do this burger, you're going to cut right along that edge of that lettuce. It's quite easy to do. Don't worry about the artist's lines for the shadows. You don't need those. So you're just going to cut right all the way up there's the cheese, right to the edge of the cheese, and then around. Now, when you get to this portion, okay, of the sides, you want to leave that little edge because it will be noticeable on your burger if you don't leave an edge. So just cut along that bottom piece, but when you get to the outer edge, go ahead and leave your little white border like a die would leave. And then no one will know that this was not a double burger with a die cut to cut it out. All right, so there is this piece, okay? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna glue this directly over the top, right there, and it should match up to all of your pieces. So that's why you leave that white piece on the top of the portion burger, and you're just gonna put a little glue over there. And we're gonna overlap your bun, overlap all your pieces, and just get it to line up just right. And just hold it for a second. I'm going to toss these pieces while we're waiting, and then we can use the die cut to cut out our pickles. So let this dry. I'm going to grab my pickle die. Let me move all my stuff back to my, I have so many markers for this. All right. Let's get our pickle out. But all the other ones are going to be cut for you. I just wanted to show you how to do it this time for the first project. All right, my die doesn't want to line up right now. I think my hands are tired. All right, so there's that. Let's go ahead and put it on. My little machine gets a workout, people, I'm telling you. I use this thing all day, every day, except when something's too big to fit in there. All right, so there's one of the pickles, and let's do the last one. I don't know what happened there. Okay. Last pickle. What's everybody think? Do you like having the double burger? Isn't it fun to be able to make them different sizes? I think it would be fun to make a slimline card and make a burger with like 7 patties or something. That would be so cute. All right, on to the making of our card. Let's toss that. Put my pickle on my die cut sheets. And let's get this little guy out of here. All right. So now we're going to assemble our little piece. Okay, so when you die cut your burger with the die cut machine, it puts a slit right here. But if you don't have that, you have to make one yourself. So I'm just going to poke just real gently, as gentle as I can, with the very tip of my scissor to get it started. Come on. Maybe I need to put it down. It'll be easier. All right. So once you get it started, these snips are super sharp. Just cut along that straight line on both edges here. You will not be able to tell that you have done that. Right along where those lighter parts of the bun are. You just need a small cut, see, like that, so that you can stick your knife in. Just like that. All right, and what I did on the back side is I laid it like this, and then I took my dimensionals and I attached a dimensional to hold this knife in place all the way down that knife. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and go around with more dimensionals. Has Monica shown up yet, guys? Let me send her a text message. I haven't done it yet because I've been busy making our burger, but I'm going to do it real quick. It won't take but a second. I have her on my threads, and I need to put dimensionals on the back of these, and then one of the pickles is also going to get dimensionals. So let's just put, actually not the whole part of the pickle, not this part because it's going to lay on the burger, but most of the pickle. Okay. And then I use the minis on these words so that they wouldn't stick out. And if you need to use bits and pieces, you can also use bits and pieces from the edges of the mini dimensionals. Let's see if I can fit one more right here, and then I will text Monica. All right, I texted her. Let's see if she shows up. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna assemble. So the first thing that I put on here was the burger. Okay, I need to put a couple dimensionals on the handle. I forgot that. I got excited. One there. The minis fit down the handle quite nicely, so that's always nice. Okay, where's my dimensional bowl? Here it is. Take your pick tool. Here we go to the rescue. These dimensionals, for some reason, the backs don't like to come off for me with the take your pick tool. I think some of them are better than others. Some of the backs, sometimes they're thinner, and when they're thicker, they come off a little easier, but we're gonna try and make it work. But how cool is it to have a double burger, guys? So fun. Okay. So now we're going to add our burger here to the right-hand side near the bottom. And there's the little knife. Once that's attached, you can add your happy birthday. Well, if you can get the backs. That's right, I am the dimensional queen. I rule with dimensionals. I rule in the land of dimensionals. All right, so we're gonna add our happy birthday, like right up to that knife there. Okay, there's our happy birthday. And then we're gonna put our brother right underneath there. And of course, if you wanna send this to your grandpa, to your brother, to your son, you can do son-in-law. That's what I love about this stamp set so much. There's happy birthday, brother. I'm gonna show you the stamp set again real quick. This is what I love about this stamp set. If you do not own this stamp set, you guys need it in your arsenal of stuff, because you can do grandpa, grandma, niece, husband, nephew, mom, daughter-in-law, brother-in-law, son-in-law. It's just amazing. It has cousin, it has wife, it has even the UK version of mom. It has baby, and then all of these words are so fun. Okay, I'm going to add this little pickle over here flat, and then we're going to add this one over the top. Hi, Julie. How's everything in Oz? Julie's in the land down under. Remember Wendy's? You could get a double, triple, or a single at Wendy's. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of glue to this corner because it's going to lay onto the burger. Grab my tweezers, and here comes the pickle. There we go. That's what we got so far. Now we got to do our insides. And the inside says you're kind of a big deal. And of course the French fries are inside because you can't not have the French fries, right? So we have a piece of basic white for the inside. And I'm going to stamp my French fries in Memento Tuxedo Black ink. They're going to go down here in the corner. Okay. And then we're going to use Poppy Parade that says you're kind of a big deal. Now this comes in the Bistro Burger stamp set. I'm going to try and cover this before I stick my hand in it. And clean this other before I stick my hand in it too. And then make a big mess. Alright. So let's do you're kind of a big deal. I'm going to bring it down so I can see what I'm doing. I'll put it right there in the center. I like to hold it for a second to make sure that the ink grabs, and there's you're kind of a big deal. So let's go ahead and clean and wet adhesive. You counted, Rose? I wonder what the record's going to be today. All right, let's add our inside. All right, so there is our happy birthday brother card. So cute. What do you guys think of this card? Oh, it's gone, Natalie. It was available when I placed the order for the game night. I guess it's sold out since then. It's an amazing stamp set. Absolutely amazing. I love it. My computer decided to go to sleep on me and doesn't want to wake up now, and I can't see any of the comments. Wake up, computer. Okay, there it goes. It woke up. All right, so are you guys ready for our first round of lucky number? Is anybody playing that? Is anybody in the chat that's not playing that wants to play Monica's numbers for her? Until hopefully she gets here. I hope she's okay. Clem, do you want to play Monica's numbers for lucky number for her? I hate that she's not here. And it's not like her to not be on. Okay, you want to play for Monica, John? So you're going to play for Bonnie and Monica? John's playing for Bonnie. Okay, come and get her numbers, John. I'll write them for you on a sticky note so you can keep up with both of them, but you're going to have to put who it is. All right, John will be here in a minute, and we'll start our next game. This is our card. I just feel like I hope everything's okay at Monica's because I'm nervous that she's not here because it's not like her to not be here. I hope she's okay. When you call bingo, just let me know who it is.
Lucky, you mean?
Yeah, when you call lucky, I mean. Yep. All right, John came and got Monica's number, so let me mix up. Let's move the cards to the side, and I will get my little trash can. I'm gonna mix up the numbers. First, I'm gonna mix them up in my hands. Try and turn them all over. Oops. Okay. Try and mix them in my hands first, and then I'm gonna mix them up in the bucket. All right, let's mix this up. Nice little mix up here. All right, are we ready to start, guys? Everybody have your numbers ready? Thanks for the hearts. Okay, here's our first number, number 30. I'll go a little fast at first, and then we'll slow down as we get some numbers. As we get some letters, I mean. 16 is the next number. 21. We have a few L's already. Yay, so exciting. Number 9. 17. We have a few L's. 15. Natalie, type LU. A few LUs. Number 2. Good job, Natalie. Number 29. Ooh, Rose has LUC. Whoops, that one fell. I guess it wanted out of the trash can. Number 1. LUC for Rose, LUC for John. I don't know who it is. He'll tell us at the end if it's Monica or Bonnie. Number 3. Number 23. Oh, good, for Monica. Lisa has LUC, Natalie has LUC, and Monica and Rose have LUC. Any K's yet, guys? Oh, okay, Natalie, take it back. It's okay. It's exciting. Kimberly V, 26. Number 11. Number 13. We have a lot of LUCs. 24. No Lux yet. Number 12. Ooh, Lisa has luck. Number 8. Oh, Lisa, you got lucky. All right. Lisa, any more luckies? Gonna pause for a second and verify Lisa's numbers. So Lisa has 3, 12, 17, 24, and 30. That's a good bingo, Lisa. Way to go. Congratulations. Woohoo! Yay, Lisa. So excited. Okay, let me throw all the numbers back in and I will get the prizes for you to pick from, Lisa. All right, Lisa, I have a color coach. I have painted stripes. With this, you get both of these together. I have Peekaboo Forest Bundle. Market Goodness Bundle. Celebrate Cake Celebrations Bundle. I have Inked and Tiled stamp set with a color coach. And I have You Are Remarkable. So what would you like, Lisa? A lot of stuff. Inked and Tiled with a color coach. You Are Remarkable. Peekaboo Forest Bundle. Market Goodness Bundle. I love this bundle. Cake Celebrations Bundle. Or Painted Stripes background with a color coach. Peekaboo Forest Bundle. Okay, let me find it. Let's put her name on it. And that will come with your class kit, Lisa. The class kits always come with goodies besides, you know, when you win. You still get goodies even if you don't win in the class kit. I always add extra things. The girls can tell you I'm a little extra with all of my classes. Am I not, guys? I know I'm a little extra. You're welcome, Lisa. Joyce, don't make fun of my carrot problem. I definitely try and spoil everybody who takes my classes, so you're going to get more than your normal stuff. All right, so card number 1 is in the books, guys. Let's move on to card number 2. So card number 2 is this card with a single burger, fries, and a pickle. And we have some flames behind it. Oh, thank you so much, Sherry. I'm glad that you liked it. Oh my goodness. You guys kill me with your jokes. But I love you guys all so much. Okay, so here is our burger. We have it on a stylish shaped circle. And let me get my kit out so we can get started. So I'm not going to color the burger. Oh, actually, I think I forgot to color the French fries in the last card. Let me double check. Did I? I did. Okay. So this is how the French fries get colored. You use light pecan pie. I'm sorry, guys, I forgot. Let me not use that brush tip because I'll make a mess. Okay, so you're going to use light pecan pie. For your French fries. I totally forgot. I just got so excited to play the game. So for those of you that watch this is going to be the beginning of card 2, but it's actually going to be how to color the french fries from card 1. Sorry, guys. All right, so once you have it pretty much colored in, I mean, there may be a dot or two, then what you're going to do is you're going to come in with your light Daffodil Delight. And you're going to just color over the top of those light pecan pie, and you're going to blend in some yellow into those french fries so that they look more natural. So this is how you color your french fries. And let me grab my color lifter because I went out of the lines. I went a little crazy with that yellow, and I'm going to get rid of it. All right, there we go. So that's how you color your french fries. So excited for you, Lisa. So fun. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, card number 2. So this has a base, and this is the base cut the other way. I guess I forgot to score it, so let me do that. He made you a pizza. All right, let's get our card base ready. I know you guys love me. I love you too, Joyce. You guys are so special to me. You don't even realize how special you are. Okay, so for this piece, you're going to get a strip of crumb cake, and then you're going to get 4 pieces of wood grained papers, okay? 2 light pieces and 2 dark pieces. All right, and so what you want to do for this card is you want to flip one of each, okay? So whichever grain you like the best of these solid colored ones, like I really like that grain, so I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to flip this one, okay? And I kind of like this one with all of the weathering, so I'm going to flip this one, okay? And so I'm going to line it up like this, so that you have your boards, and then your sideways in the middle, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to start with your piece here that you're going to run through your Timber 3D embossing folder, okay? So it has been embossed. I'm going to bring it up to the camera so you guys can see. So you want to make sure that when you get your piece of crumb cake that you do emboss it with the Timber 3D embossing folder. All right, and we're going to flip to the back, and we're going to put some adhesive on it. And I always use my roller when I use an embossing folder to get everything through the nooks and crannies. So this folder is going to go right here at the top, the embossing folder right here at the top. So you want to just make a border that's even on all the sides. And then I like to run my roller over the top to really get a good grip. You can see it didn't flatten my grain. You can still see it perfectly. It's pretty amazing. I love this folder. And so this is going to be the top of our card. I'm going to turn it to glue these just because it's a little bit easier if you turn it, but then we'll turn it back to do our card, okay? So you want to start at the top, and what you want to do is flip over your wood grain and give yourself some multi-purpose, and you want to add that to the corner. And you kind of want to line it up with your Timber 3D embossing folder, and then you should have about the same on the sides there. Now do the bottom one, which is this bluish gray with the white. So I'm gonna flip that one over, add my glue. And we're gonna add this piece right in here. And again, you wanna line it up so that you have a little edge like that, okay? Now comes your next one and then your last one. So when you get your grain, you're gonna flip them to the two darks and then find the ones that you like the best and then flip them over. I think I like this grain at the bottom. So I want to leave about the same amount of distance in between, and then see, this one is going to go right here. And I just want to make sure that you slide it up so you have about the same amount of grain in between. And then your last one. That's why you do your top and bottom first, so that you can fit your two in the middle so that they're equal. Okay. All right, so here is the base of our card. And once you have it glued down, you can rotate it. Isn't this so cool? Nice wood texture, okay? We're going to take our flame. Now the dies have a flame like that. Let me bring the dies in here so you guys can see. All right, they have a flame like this. So you're gonna get a piece of white cardstock in your kit and you're gonna die cut your flame from your piece and you're going to color it. Now I didn't color it because I haven't done that yet, and I want to show you how to do one of each thing. So for this one, you're gonna need Balmy Blue, light, Poppy Parade, light, and dark daffodil, okay? So I started with the tips, and I used the just the tips here of my bullet tip, and I wanted the tips to be blue, like it was super hot, okay? And just get your tips going on your, I just use a scrap paper underneath to keep it from running onto my mat, but if you're on a glass mat, you don't have to worry. But you just want to do the tips of your flames. And you can have them be staggered. It's okay, because flames are not even, okay? There's no rhyme or reason to them, and they just do what they want. Fire, right? Fire is danger. All right, so do your blue tips. Then you're going to come in here with your Poppy Parade. And we're going to add just a line right along, and then you want to blend that in. You want to come along your wavies and you want to blend it in where it reaches that light color, and bring it along down to the bottom here. You don't want it to be only high, you want it to kind of be multicolored flame. So you're going to blend that into the Balmy Blue, bring that back down. Again, Poppy Parade all the way until you have your Poppy Parade flames. All right, let me hold it up so it's not on that paper. That's what we have so far. And now we're gonna fill in with the daffodil. Now, when you fill in with your daffodil, blend it right into that poppy, okay? Then you'll get orange. And it's gonna give you a variety of colors in your flame. So you wanna blend that in. It's gonna blend in some orange from that poppy color. Okay, so grab some of that and blend it in so that it's seamless and it looks like one flame, not like there's lines of color. So just really blend that in. You just have to push. It will squeak a little, but that's okay. And then you'll have really cool flames with blue tips, okay? Whoops, I have a little bit I missed right here at the bottom. And if you want a little more orange, all you have to do is come back in with your poppy and then just add that over the top of your, and just real lightly, and then go back over it with your daffodil to blend it into orange. If you think there's not enough orange, okay? But that's how you get your flames. Now, we're going to trim our flames down because we are going to have a circle from the Stylish Shapes. It's going to be in your kit. And it's going to go up here centered on your background, okay? So what you need here is you only need a little portion of the flames on this side and a little portion on this side. So what I did was I just took my scissors, and I know that this flame is going to show and this flame is going to show, so you're going to cut right in between the double flame that's in the middle. So that's your two flames, okay? And you're going to glue those along your wood. So I'm just going to flip them over. And I'm just going to add a little bit of wet adhesive on the back. Ooh, your lettuce is ready to pick already, Joyce. Grab your tweezers if you have them handy. And you're going to add right along this line of wood. So there's that one on this side. Let's add some more glue for this one. All right, tweezers to the rescue. And this one's going to go on this edge right here. All right, and then the circle is going to fill up that middle so no one will know that you don't have it going all the way across. Y'all with me? All right, so now we're going to go ahead and add our circle, and we're going to pop that up with dimensionals, of course. So if you're going to start counting, get to counting, Rose. I usually use 7 on this, so if you don't need to count, 7. All right, let's pull the backs off. And we'll add our circle, and it will be waiting for our hamburger and our French fries and pickle. All right, so here's our circle, and we're gonna add it right there in the center. And just make it the way you want it to look, however you want it. If you want it more to the right or to the left, that's totally up to you. Just make sure that you add your little circle. Looks like I already have glue on it, which I'm very good at, so that's why I use this glue eraser all the time. Okay, so we have our hamburger, which is already die cut. We're going to add that to this left-hand side. We have our pickle, which is going to come off here to the side. And then we have our French fries. The French fries, I am going to put dimensionals on the back, so start counting, Rose. That sounds awesome, Joyce. One of these days, we're going to come out there and see you guys. All right, I think I could fit maybe one more, and then I'm going to do minis. So that we're up to 11 large rows. I love that you guys like to count my dimensional usage. I think it's funny. 11 large and 6 minis rows. Get to it. All right, I'm gonna lay these for right now, and I want to stamp right here the word bonus dad. Now, we all have guys in our life that are not our dad. They might have been our dad's best friend. They might be our best friend's dad when we were growing up. That was like a second dad to us. And I love that they have the word bonus in this everyday stamp set of best family ever. And we're going to use basic gray because that's the color of our card base. And I have I believe you're going to get the that circle and you're going to get a smaller circle, and you're going to stamp whatever you want in that circle. If it doesn't work for you, for the sentiment, maybe you just want to do dad, or you can cut yourself another one, but that's the size that's going to come in your kit. And then we're going to stamp. I'm going to put this over to the side. Oh goodness, I'm so hoarse. I need water. We're going to stamp the inside of our card. So the inside of our card says, Happy Father's Day, time to celebrate. Okay? So we're going to do Happy Father's Day in basic gray. I got to find it first. Okay, I found it. All my stamps are everywhere. So I want to get it nice and inked up. We're going to put that right there in the center. Hopefully it's straight. If not, I have one more try. Happy Father's Day. And maybe you want to put uncle in there, or brother, or, you know, there's other men that are fathers besides our fathers. My dad's not been around for a long time, about 20 years, almost 21 years. So if you don't have a dad, give a card to a neighbor that's a dad. Or maybe your dad's best friend is still living and you could send it to him. All right, so there is time to celebrate. We're going to add that right underneath. Happy Father's Day. And hopefully I'm not crooked. Yeah, you can put sun in there, Rose. Exactly. It doesn't have to be that one. It could be anything. All right, and there's time to celebrate. And this is going to go on the inside. Let me clean up my stamps. And then we'll add our burger to the outside in a second. All right, we're doing good on this one. See, the first one took long because we had to color and I had to teach you, but these are going to roll right through. We're going to roll right through them. All right. I'm going to move my burger and pickle out to the side. Add my inside. Let's not put it upside down. And we'll add that right inside here. All right. Now we will glue our hamburger on our circle. And then we'll put the pickle next to it and then add our French fries. So there is our burger up to the left here. Then our pickle. And I'm just going to lay it for right now. I can tuck it in after I put my French fries. I just want to make sure that we can see the pickle when we're done. My fingers are full of glue, so now the dimensional backings are going to stick to my fingers. I don't know how I get glue on my fingers when I use tweezers, but I do. All right, 2 more. All right, let's add our French fry right here in the front. Maybe like that. And then I'll slide that pickle in there. So I'm gonna add a little wet glue to the pickle. And slip it right in there. All right, and then we're gonna add our bonus dad. And that's gonna be attached with off here to the side, and it's gonna have a little bit of dimensionals and a little bit of wet adhesive. So we're going to put 2 dimensionals on this side, one here and one here, and then the other side is gonna get wet adhesive because it's gonna attach onto that burger circle there. So it's a half and half. So we're gonna add that right there. And there is, if you need, I think I need another dimensional. So I'm gonna grab another one. It wasn't enough, so I'm adding a 3rd. And I can slip it in there. There we go. I just need it to not sag. That's the most important thing to me. So there is your burger and fries. Isn't that wood background really pretty? And happy Father's Day, time to celebrate. Fantastic. 22 dimensionals. I think I used more in the last card, didn't I, Rose? All right, so there's our cards. Let me get our stuff together and we'll start our second game of Lucky Number. Let's deposit these in the trash. All right, put my little bowl over there. I'll move these off to the side here. And I'm gonna mix them up. Let's pull them all out. I like to mix them up with my hands first. They're all this way, good. And, all right. Let's mix them up. I made these and laminate them so they're nice and sturdy. They'll last us for many lucky number nights. Yeah, absolutely, Lisa. You can play for fun. Rose better have a notebook next to her. She's not going to remember all these numbers. All right, so now that I've done that shuffling, let's move them around inside here. Don't forget to click the thumbs up, guys, if you're watching. I would appreciate it. It really helps the reach, and hopefully we'll get more and more lucky number players, because the more people play, the better the prize is. So it's important that we get lots of players, because then we get better prizes. All right, are we ready, guys? Here we go. Our first number is 27. 27. John, you there? He's playing two people. I hope he didn't fall asleep. I think he's there. He's probably just doing other things while I'm making cards. 20 is the next one. Oh my goodness. You guys are too much. 13. Thank you, John, for letting me know. 3. 30. Talk to you later, Julie. 12. Woohoo, Natalie. Woohoo, Joyce. Number 7. 22. Ooh, Lisa, you're lucky tonight. Natalie's lucky tonight too. Number 9. Ooh, I almost dropped one. 18. 17. LUC from Natalie, LUC from Lisa, and LUC for Joyce, and LUV from Sherry. She's playing a different game. Natalie, number 25. Natalie has a luck. Lisa has a luck. Lisa, your numbers are lucky tonight. That's what happened to Joyce last time. 6, number 6. Oh, Natalie, you got it. Okay, let me check Natalie's numbers. All right, Natalie, you have 7, 25, 17, 30, and 13. That's a good winner. Good. Congratulations, Natalie. Woohoo! All right, let me throw these back in there. And let's pull the prizes out. Unless you know what you want, Natalie. But I will bring them back out. Okay, so we have the Color Coach with the painted stripes. This, by the way, is amazing. Background stamp. Okay, so that's number 1. You get both of those. Number 2, you get Cake Celebrations Bundle. Number 3, you get the Market Goodness Bundle. Number 4 is You Are Remarkable. And number 5 is the Color Coach with Inked and Tiled. So let me put this one to the bottom. It's easier when it's down there for you guys to see. What would you like? The cake bundle? All right, Natalie. I got 2 papers here. All right, I will put it and mail it to you with your card kit. Thank you for playing, and thank you for picking what you would like. All right, I'm going to put these together, and let's move on to card number 3. All righty, we're doing great, guys. We're doing great. All right, card number 3 is a triple decker burger. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. I cracked myself up. All right. Yes, now you're playing for fun, Natalie. Absolutely. Keep playing with us. All right, so let me grab all my parts and pieces for this particular card kit so I don't make a mess everywhere. All right. Again, we have a knife in the bun. Yes, this is a triple decker, and this is a fun fold card. So pay attention with this one. You're going to slide to the side and open. And inside you have a pickle and fries. Triple burger, triple. All right, let's get our, I forgot to score this one too, but all the dimensions, you'll have them, so don't worry. This is our card base, and it will come scored for you, so you don't have to worry about scoring. I always score for everybody. So here's your card base. Let's grab our, okay, I don't want this one. Okay. All right, so I don't know, have you guys ever made a card like this? I know the girls from Card Fiesta have, because I make these quite often. Okay, so we're gonna start by gluing all the DSPs down. Okay, that's gonna be number 1. And so you're gonna have these 2 pieces of designer series paper, and I gotta grab my silicone mat before I make a mess. And they're actually the same kind of pattern, but you're going to use the skinny side is the more solid, and the plaid is for your other. Okay, and you're going to adhere this large panel of designer series paper onto the large front part of your card right here. Okay, so I'm going to open it so you guys can see, and you're going to glue it on this portion here. All right. Just make sure that it's straight. All right. And then this piece, we're going to flip over. We're going to put the glue this time, and you're going to glue it on this portion here that bends of your card. Okay, it's the skinny portion. Thank you, Donna. Glad you like it. All right, so then you will glue your more solid pattern paper. It's still a pattern. I'll show it to you closer in the camera. It's still a pattern, but it's more solid. Okay. And that's what it's going to look like when you close it. Isn't that so pretty without anything on it. It's already so awesome. Love it. Very exciting. Okay. Now, we're going to glue our little knife together just like we did last time. Oops, got a little crazy here with the glue. I'm going to have a little extra, I think. The glue got happy. Tweezer. Make our knife. And it is going to put it the glue side up because it definitely has some extra glue. Let's actually get it off right here. All right, and put it upside down. All right. So we're going to attach our little burgers together. I think when I did this one, I did it backwards, so I'm going to explain again because I noticed that I left the burger like this. It's a little harder to do this way. Do it the way I showed you at the beginning because this way is harder to do it, okay? But I'm going to still try and make it work. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to leave a little something to attach onto. But try and do it the way that I shared on the first card because I think I got crazy when I was coloring on my own without any guidance. And this is a little bit harder to do in this direction, which is why I showed you the other way, which was actually the proper way. I think I just got happy when I started stamping. All right. So let me get that one. And let's do the last one here. See, there's nothing here to hold on to, so this is going to be even harder. But that's okay. I'm just going to make it work because I didn't do it the way I was supposed to. So pretend I'm not cutting it like this, that I cut it like I showed you guys the last time because it's the proper way to do it. And I am going to leave a little bit here because I do need that to have something to glue onto. And then we're going to come and leave on the sides. So you're going to leave your sides. All right. So because I did it this way, so if you make a mistake and you have to fix it, this is how you fix it. All right, I'm going to glue the bun to this bottom section just because I had some room here, and I'm just going to add onto the white spots. I'm going to go ahead and add this bun because I shouldn't have had to cut it off. Like, that was silly. I shouldn't have done it that way. Okay, but you won't be able to tell once it's all put together. As long as your sides are snipped equally, you should be fine. And they will be. I'm an expert. We'll fix it. But I didn't want you guys to do it this way. It's much harder. Okay. So we're going to add our layers of our burgers to themselves, right? And the most important thing is to remember to leave that white edge around the outer side because then it looks like it's one big die cut. I don't know why my glue decided to be super spewy. Well, you will love this card, Natalie. Stick with me. You will learn how to do all different kinds of cards. I'm constantly making new cards for everybody to learn. So hang out with us every Tuesday and Thursday night, and you will have a ball. All right. So here is your triple burger. Okay. So what we're going to do next is this one, I believe I did die cut from the die. So see, when you die cut from the die, it puts a little hole. You can kind of see it here. I'm going to bring it up to the camera so you can see through the back or through the on the top of the burger. There's a little hole there. That's from the die cut. So it automatically leaves you room for your knife or your skewer, because there's skewers also, to go through your burger. And again, I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to use dimensionals to hold my knife in place. And then I'm going to put dimensionals on my burger. And then, of course, on the knife as well, but not all the way to the tippy top because the knife goes off of the die, so you don't need it all the way to the top. All right. And I think I need one of these minis because I couldn't fit a big one there, but right there I need one. Okay. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to show you. Let me put these away. Throw these away. Is we're going to grab our, oh, I guess, what, did I not die cut a piece? I guess I did not die cut I don't see it anyway, so I guess I'm gonna die cut one of those because I don't have it die cut. Sorry guys, that's really weird. I thought I had done all the die cutting, but I guess not. Let me double check which size. All right, so let me grab a scrap. Is this big enough? I think so. And I'm gonna die cut it. I thought that I had it, but I did not. It's okay. We'll be okay. It won't take but a second. It's just gonna move my mat around a little bit. Okay. All right, all fixed. I guess, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what happened, but whoops. All right, we're good to go now. We're caught up. All right, so on your piece here, you're going to adhere this, and it's only going to get adhered to this side panel that moves, okay? So what you want to do is you want to place your die where it's going to live on your card, okay? And you're going to get it nice and straight, exactly where it's going to go. And then you're going to hold it and you're going to open your card. All right? And see this piece right here? That's where you put your glue. So you only need adhesive on the part that sticks out, like that. And then what you're going to do here, whoops, I think I shifted it slightly. I didn't mean to, but I can guesstimate. I'm pretty good at that. We're going to go ahead and close it, and I'll look, double check. So it only wants, I did fine. It only wants to stick to this panel. So what you want to do is just make sure that you keep it nice and straight, and then you can open it and press your panel down. Okay. We're going to glue a white panel on the inside. So we're going to add our pickle and french fries. You could stamp them directly on there if you want. I chose to die cut them. What I do when I design cards is I just stamp a whole bunch of images, and then I play with the stamp set. Sometimes I use them all, sometimes I don't. So if you would prefer to stamp directly on your white piece that you get, your french fries and pickle, you can. I did not do that, and I will be giving you the pieces to stamp it separately. All right, so let's get any adhesive off where it doesn't belong. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is this pivots backwards. See how it pivots? To allow the card to open, and then it pivots and it locks the card closed when it is flipped like this. You just have to bend back and the card opens. Everybody good with that? We're now going to add our burger to, I don't know, to our panel here. So this is why I needed a triple burger, because I needed a big piece to be able to turn back. So whenever you make a card like this, you want a nice large panel that you can use to help push back. So I felt like the burger had to be a triple burger. I mean, it could have been fine as a double, but I felt like triple was the way to go. All right, so now I have all my dimensional backings off. We're gonna add our burger, and we're gonna add it here near the bottom section. It can Just don't want your knife to go past the top. And remember, we didn't put a dimensional there because we didn't want it to seal our card closed. So there's our booga, okay, on our panel. And if there's any, like see right there, I have a piece. If there's any pieces that stick out of dimensionals, all you have to do is just trim the dimensional across and you can pull it right off. I did have a little extra. I went a little too far out on that one end, but it's all taken care of now. All right. Because you don't want this to adhere to this side at all, because if it does, your card will not open. It will stay closed. Absolutely. You can play with this while you're waiting for your kit to arrive. I want to make sure that I don't have any more gluey pieces. I think I'm good. All right, so now we're going to add this, and of course we're going to add our sentiment to the outside. I have to grab a scrap of white card, and we're going to stamp "You're kind of a big deal" in Memento Tuxedo Black. All right, and you're going to get a piece already cut for you the size it needs to be. For some reason, I didn't cut my white pieces for this. I don't know why, but it's okay. It's an easy fix. All right, let's clean our stamp. I'm going to move that to the side so it doesn't blur. Your piece will already come cut to the proper size. All your die cut pieces, except for the ones that come with the Bistro Burger, will already be cut for you. So you should be good to go. Let me put that in my white scraps. Okay, I think I need to trim this side slightly. There we go. All right. So now we're going to add our sentiment to our card and put our fries and pickle on the inside. So this is going to be added right to this edge here. I need to trim it down a smidge more on this side and this side. All right. I think a little bit more. I hope Monica's okay. I'm worried about her now. Excellent, Donna. I always have new fun folds available, so don't worry. I will always bring you lots of fun things. All right, so let's add a dimensional here and here. All right, we'll pull those off. And then we'll add our sentiment to it. So you'll slide that right in and just make sure that you can see some of that plaid on this side and that your sentiment is straight. All right, the last thing is to glue our French fries to the inside and our pickle. So let me open this one. Yeah, that trimmer was never sold, Natalie. It was only for people that signed up to become demonstrators, and I happened to be a demonstrator at that time. And so I don't think they'll ever bring it back, to be honest with you. They would have already done that if they were going to. It is a little sad, but it is what it is. And I wanted to share with you, for the other pickle color that I used for this card, I did not use Mossy Meadow with Old Olive. With Summer, for Shy Shamrock. I keep calling it Summer Splash for some reason. I used Old Olive Dark with Mossy Meadow Light, and that's how you get a little bit different colored pickle. Let me show you the other pickle and then this pickle. So see, you can have a darker green pickle or a lighter green pickle. If you want the lighter green pickle, you want to use Mossy Meadow with light Mossy Meadow with dark Old Olive. If you want the darker pickle, you want to use light Mossy Meadow with light Shy Shamrock. Okay? So now you will just shut and shut right there. And there is card number 3. Are you guys ready to play another game of Lucky Number? So fun. Let me get my numbers. I'm going to mix them up again. Woo! My goodness. Making a mess here. Okay. These are the ones that I tossed in from the last game. I want to make sure they're all the right direction so that I can shuffle them. All right. That little trimmer, Natalie, if you want one that's identical to it, just not Stampin' Up! Colors, it is linked in all of my video descriptions. It says mini guillotine. So if you go to the description of this video, under my Amazon finds, you can find it. It looks like this. Let me show it to you. Looks like that. It's literally the same trimmer, just different colors. So if you want it, you can purchase it. The Amazon link is in the video description. You're welcome. All right, let's mix these up now. Let me put the stuff back on there. All right, in we go. Let's mix them up. All right, guys, get your numbers ready. Lisa, you still playing for fun? Natalie, you gonna play for fun? All right, here we go. I don't know if I've used more than 70 on one card, for goodness sakes. You guys are something else. The record is 1 million, according to Monica. She says 1 million dimensionals later every time I stamp anything. Okay, here we go, guys. Number 4. Number 4 is the first number. Hang on, let me put these back because I have a mess right now on my desk. And if I don't do it, I'm not going to be able to make these numbers go everywhere. Okay, let's do again. Number 17. That's been a lucky number today. The only reason I know that is my birthday is the 17th of the month. And so that one doesn't come out usually that often, but it did tonight. It's a lucky one tonight. Number 10. John, you there? Oh, I see him. He said, number 3. 3 has been lucky tonight also. 21. Maybe with the Ocean Creatures cards. Those were very intense cards. Number 1. I saw you right after I said it, John. Sorry, I looked up and saw. Number 5. I want to make sure that these make it over so you guys can see them in the camera. We have some L's. Number 8. Let's put these up here so that they're out of the way. 23. Ooh, we have some LUs. 20. 18. LUC for Joyce. We have our first LUC. Where's Kimberly? She's been quiet. Did she fall asleep on us? Do I have to text you, Kimberly? Where are you? I think Kimberly fell asleep in the bathtub. Ooh, Joyce. LUCK. Lucky Joyce. Number 25. I'm worried about Kimberly now. Where's Kimberly? Kimberly, where are you? Hang on. I don't want her to miss out. All right. Let's keep going. A lot of LUCs. John, is that for Monica or for Bonnie? 22. Oh, Rose, you got your L. Woohoo, you're in it. I mean, 26. 26. That's for Monica? Okay, great. $24. Number 7. Woo, we're calling a lot of numbers this time. Number 9. Woo, we have a couple lucks. Natalie's playing for fun. Sherry has a luck. Joyce has a luck. Ooh, John has a luck. I don't know for who, but John has a luck also for one of the girls. 29. 29. Ooh, both the girls have luck. Wow. 30. We're getting to the end of the numbers, guys. Oh, Natalie, you're winning for fun, so keep playing, guys. Lisa has luck. Both the girls have luck. Sherry has luck. And Joyce has luck. Number 6. Number 6. Anybody have 6? What's the boom mean? Somebody won, John? There's Kimberly. Sherry has lucky. John, does boom mean somebody won? I'm waiting for John to tell me. Oh, Natalie. The boom was for Natalie. So Sherry is the winner. Congratulations, Sherry. Well, Natalie already won the last game, John. She's playing for fun. Sherry is the winner. Let me check Sherry's numbers. All right, let's see. Sherry, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 13. Yep, a good winner, Sherry. Woohoo! No, Natalie, please play. It's okay. We understand. I knew that you were playing for fun. Congratulations, Sherry. Woo! Joyce, you waited a long time that time. No, Donna, there's not a winner for that. All right, let me get these out of the way. And I'm going to have Sherry pick her prizes. Painted Stripes and the Color Coach, Sherry. Inked and Tiled and the Color Coach, Sherry. Market Goodness or You Are Remarkable. Waiting for Sherry. Absolutely, we can celebrate you 2 times. That's fantastic. Inked and Tiled for Sherry. Okay, let me get her. All right. Oops. No, we have one more game, John, after this next card. All right, Sherry, I have you down for your prizes. One more, John. I'm glad that Kimberly made it back. I got nervous. She wasn't talking. It's not like Kimberly not to talk. All right. So let's move on to the last card. This is another fun fold. I'll show you in a second as soon as I can find my, oh, here they are. As soon as I can find my last fun fold. Okay, so card number 4 is this card right here. It flaps. It has a jalapeno on the top, and this is the skewer. So it's a skinny little skewer right there on top of our burger. We have French fries, and we have this tray that the burger and French fries sit in. This is your new favorite, Natalie? Yay! I'm glad that you like all of them. Okay, so you flap open, and then you have a gift card that fits in here. And this doesn't really go with the theme of burgers, but I don't have a burger gift card right here on my desk. This is the first one I grabbed. So see, a gift card fits right on the inside. So this is a gift card, and you could do to anyone you want, but this one says on the outside, here's to a great guy. And then inside it says, time to celebrate, to my wonderful and best ever husband. And all of those are from that best family ever. I hate that it sold out. Well, I hope that those of you who wanted it got it before the thing was over, before it left the store. And I ordered everything. I can't remember who ordered what, but that's okay. All right, let's get started. So this piece is a fun fold, and again, you can see the wood grain here in the background. So we use the timber folder again, and you have the tray. Hey, how's Jan? Oh, there's Janice. I see her. I just want to make sure everybody's doing good. That's why I'm checking up on you, not because I'm trying to make you crazy. So I apologize if I'm making you crazy. So you're going to get 2 pieces of garden green that are going to come scored for you already. I just forgot to score mine. So they're going to come scored like this. All right. And we're going to go ahead and burnish. And those of you who are paid for the class, you will get all the measurements so that you can recreate these cards with other stamp sets down the road if you want to. All the measurements will be in a supply sheet that you will get. That's why I'm not saying all the measurements right now, but they will come to you with your class fee. That's part of your class fee, okay? All right. So let's do a little gluing down. So the first thing I'm going to glue is my background here of our beautiful timber 3D embossing folder. I love this folder. I'm so sad that it's retiring because I think it's stunning. I use it so much, and it kind of makes me sad that it's going away, but there's nothing I can do about it. I will continue to use it, I'm sure, in my own projects. So if you don't have it, get it. On last chance. All right, and it's a good one. So we're going to add to our back panel here, and I'm going to use my roller. If you need the link to this roller, I also use this on all of my projects, especially when I have an embossing folder, but I use it for other things as well. Get you one. They are linked under my Amazon products in the description of every single video, just like that mini guillotine is also linked. Natalie, you should join us for Stamp Camp. Stamp Camp is so much fun, and you'll get to make 26 projects. It's pretty amazing, and it's over a weekend in June. All right, so there's that piece. On this panel here, we're going to add this pattern right here. I love these colors as well. I think they're awesome. My son would like this card. We have a burger place here called Craft Burger Bar that is amazing. Actually, when Sherry and Mom came here to visit me and come to Card Fiesta and hang out at the beach, we went there with them to eat dinner, and they loved it. It's a pretty awesome place. Are you going to be gone the whole month, Natalie? The dates are the 27th and 28th of June, the final weekend of June for it. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. And not only that, but you will also, you can watch it at any time. You don't have to watch it live. Of course, it's more fun when you do watch it live. But you can make the projects anytime. Most of my girls that are seasoned and that do stamp camp all the time, they do their projects when they have time to do them, or some of them do them prior to stamp camp starting, and then they just work on the bonus projects when the bonus projects are available. Okay, so I glued all my pieces on there. This piece here is gonna get glue on the back. Hey, Cheryl. Oh, thanks for popping in. I hope that you had a really fun Zoom. I know you were Zooming. I hope you had a great one and you had fun with your friends on Zoom. I'm glad that you made it in here for a few minutes, and have a wonderful night's sleep. Cheryl's on my team. I've known her for a long, long time. She's one of my very, very, very close friends. All right. All right, so now we're going to work on our little holder for the gift card, okay? Let me close this. I gotta grab my scoreboard. I don't know why I didn't do all of this ahead of time, but I should have. All right. When's your birthday, Natalie? I'd love to send you a birthday card if you want to tell us the date of your birthday. I'd be happy to put one in the mail to you. So you're going to get this piece and it's going to come scored. I'm going to try and hold it up here for you guys to see the score lines. So there should be score lines on 3 sides of this piece. There's one here, and one here. There's none on the top section that it's out of camera right now. So just on these 3 sides here, there's none on this side. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to go ahead and burnish all right, and burnish. And once you have the 3 sides burnished, what you're going to do is you're going to trim across. So you're going to start here, and right when you get to that corner, you want to pivot your scissors just a hair, and it has a little extra. Okay, so here you're going to start here, and then you're going to pivot a little extra, and then you will turn these pieces in, okay, like this. And that's what's going to make our pocket. Now, let me explain when you go to glue it in. So pay attention to this part. So it's going to be glued right here, okay? So I'm going to put glue on this piece first, just this bottom piece because it will make my life so much easier to do one at a time. And so I'm just going to go ahead and add my glue to that bottom panel, okay, not the sides. Then I'm going to hold it all together and I'm going to lay it. Whoops, I almost forgot to punch. Let's open these. I'm using a 1 3/4 inch punch. You could use any size you want. You just need a spot there so that you can grab your gift card out. Before you burnish, go ahead and punch this hole because it'll make it more even. Mine may not be even, so do as I say, not as I do. All right, so now, again, the glue should be there. Let me put a little more just in case it's dried some. You only want it on the bottom, okay? Then you're going to bring this in and you're going to lay it flat. Good thing I remembered. All right, so it's only going to glue that bottom panel. So you're going to put some pressure there and you're going to flap it back. Now, this lip, sometimes when you go to put a card, it will get caught. So I'm going to give you a little tip. Now's the time to grab a piece of tape and tape it so that you have a nice smooth piece and it doesn't stick. Okay, guys? So now you're going to turn these in. I'm going to try and move my card down so you can see. And we're going to put glue on these two sides. And that tape will help that your gift card doesn't get caught up on that little end. It's a tip and a trick. I'm full of them. Ask the girls that are with me all the time. You guys think I'm the queen of the carrots and dimensionals. I'm the queen of the tips and the tricks. Okay, so then you're going to go ahead and add your glue to your sides here. Press that in place. All right, and now when your gift card goes in there, guess what? It's not going to get stuck. It's going to slide all the way to the bottom. Ta-da! All right. So that's that side. Now, this side we're going to do a little stamping. So let's just move this out of the way. We're going to do Time to Celebrate in Memento Tuxedo Black ink. So let's get that out and let's hope I'm not crooked. I do have 2 chances. So let's hope one of the 2 chances I'm not crooked. I'm going to bring it down a little farther because I can't see so good all the way up there. But I'm hoping that I'm going to be straight. Let's see what happens. Who's Trixie? What did I miss? John, always starting something, this little stinker. Who's Trixie, John? Oh, me? You're calling me Trixie? You're a stinker. All right, so we're adding Time to Celebrate. That part's done. Now we're going to add To My. So that's one of the stamps from the Best Ever, okay? So we're going to add that right there. To My. Time to Celebrate. There's the To My. Now we're going to do the and. I got to find it first. We're going to grab our Poppy Parade. That's right. I am full of tricks and tips. Trixie. All right. I'll take it. It's not a bad name. All right. We're going to add and right there. All right. Underneath the and, we're going to put husband in red. And then we're going to get rid of this Poppy Parade before I stick my hand in it or stick a piece of paper in it or something. Okay. So let's just finish this one. And we're going to put husband down underneath the word and. Okay. All right. Let's close this Poppy Parade. All right. So now we're going to go back to the black. And we're going to do Best Ever and Wonderful. I'm going to do Best Ever first. All right. So I'm going to put it right here. Hopefully you guys can see. I'm not out of camera. I'm just checking. I have to wait for the video to get caught up with me. It does. It is. Okay. Best Ever. So So just take your time so that you can line these up. And then wonderful. Let's bring that one in camera. I love that you can see through these stamps. It makes our life so much nicer, doesn't it? All right. Ta-da! John, I have 2 cards. What am I going to do? I don't have 2 husbands. I just thought of that. That's so funny. I am a mess. I know. Don't mind me and my craziness. Okay, so now we're going to add... we're going to add this to the back. For those of you who don't know, John is my husband, so that's why we like to mess with each other. In June, we'll be married 32 years. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we're going to add this to the right flap here, right next to the gift card holder. All right, so this is what we have so far. 1, 2. Thank you, Natalie. You're going to call me Tricks and Treats. We waited a while to have kids, so it'll be a while before we have grands, but that's okay. I don't know why I did not color this. Oh my word. What in the world, people? Okay. I don't know what you guys are going to do with me. You must love me if you're still here. I have to find my scrap piece that I used for the fire. Did I throw it away? I don't know what I did with it. It's missing. I don't know what I did with it. Okay, we're just going to grab this scrap and use it because I don't know what I did. So I have to color another fire. I thought it was done. This one doesn't have any blue, so we're just going to use the Poppy Parade. And I'm going to go really quickly, so I'm going to use the brush tip. So I'm just going to add that to the top. Whoops. Let's find our dark daffodil and we'll make some orange. It looks like my daffodil point came out a little. I'm gonna fix that in a second because I'll grab a little scrap. Where's my scraps? Oh my goodness, I have hiccups. Probably from all the laughing. All right. If your tips ever come out like that, grab onto them and push them in, see? Just use a piece of paper or you'll get ink all over yourself. Okay, let's add a little more red to turn it orange. All right, there we go. That looks pretty awesome, actually. Quite happy with that. Okay. Now, let me show you how to put together your, oh, I finally found the paper as soon as I finished using it. Your pepper. So you're going to get a jalapeno pepper that's completely full in this color, and then you're going to have a portion of one in a darker green, okay? So what you want to do is you want to snip off the top portion of your jalapeno, just following the little lines that the die has on it. And you'll snip that off, and then what you'll do is on this piece here, you're going to add your adhesive on that bottom section, and then you're going to add your pepper to the die cut, and then you'll have a proper jalapeno with a darker stem, or you can just use the light green one if you don't want to do that when you get it. All right. So, where's my skewer? It's probably lost somewhere because I don't see it, and it is quite tiny. And who knows? Oh, there it is. I found it. There it is. Look, so you have these skewers. I'm going to show it on here. And let me show you the die. So it's this die right here, and it's this teeny tiny itty bitty skewer. Okay. No grandkids here. We have 2 brat children though. So does that count? All right, so what I wanted to tell you was this board right here that comes in your dies, I cut it out of this piece, so you'll get a piece that's big enough so that you can die cut it. And you'll die cut it like this. And when you die cut it, it does have 2 slits in there. So if you want to tuck in 2 hamburgers, you can. It's up to you if you want to make it like they're sliders or something. So I'm going to tuck this hamburger in this side, but the French fries, I wanted them over the top, like spilling over the tray. And my pickle is going to get dimensionals. So let's put some on that. And then that's going to get put on the tray also. So I'm just going to put those on there. And then we have our little skewer here. Okay, so the skewer, the first thing I'm going to do is put it through that little slit that die gives you naturally. You just have to be careful with it. And I want to make sure it doesn't stick out past the card. So I'm just going to kind of start attaching things without gluing down that skewer yet. So I'm going to add my burger right here. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of adhesive right behind the slit on there so that my burger sticks to that when it slides in the piece. So there's that. So now my burger's in the tray. Okay, and the tray is going to go right on this green panel. So we have to set it up so it doesn't go past the full card. It's okay if it sticks past the green panel. You just don't want it to go past your card. All right, so there's where the tray is going to go. So we're good so far. Let's go ahead and put some glue over this slit here and for the French fries. So we're going to add those right on this portion of the tray. That's pretty good. I'm gonna lift up. I didn't get enough glue over here for that part of the French fries. We're good there. And then let's add the pickle. And now that I have my my burger where it needs to be, I can adhere with a dimensional what do you call it? The skewer, okay? So we're going to lift this up, and I can put a dimensional. That's the right height. So let me grab the big guys. And I'm going to put one up here, and then one at the lower portion. Okay? And this whole piece is going to be lifted up. So we're going to add dimensionals to our tray. I think I'm almost out. I didn't start with a full one, so I didn't even use a full card. I had like half a card. I didn't use that many today, guys. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim some of these and finish them up. And we just want to add a few to the burger, a little more than I have right there. Maybe one on this side and one on this side. All right, that should be good. Now we're going to add this piece. Now we're going to stamp our here's to a great guy. We still have to do that. We have to put this flame. So I'm just pulling the backs off. I'm not going to glue it down yet. There you go, Monica. You finally made it. John's been playing your game of lucky number. I'm glad you're okay, though. I was worried about you. All right, so I'm going to lay this down for right now because I need to do the fire. So we're going to have the tray here, and we want a little bit of fire on this side. So I'm just going to trim this off. And we want a little bit of fire on that side. So let's figure out where the tray is going to go and where we're going to glue our fire. So our tray is going to go here. So we need to drop our fire like right about there. So I'm going to make a line with my pencil, and it will be covered up by the tray. And I'll lay my fire like right above that pencil line. And then the other one I'll have to fix in a second. Let's add this one first, right above here. Whoops. Got a little crazy with the glue, but that's okay. That's how I roll. All right, let's look. Ooh, it's a little too far down. Let's push it up. Ta-da! It's okay. I promise it'll be covered by the tray, so no one will know. Okay, I think we're good now. I think that's a good height for the... Now let's put the other one for the other edge. And just make it even with that side, because that's all you have to do there. Okay, now we can add our tray onto our piece, and you have some fire behind it. Fire! All right, now we got to add our jalapeno to our burger. So I'm just going to put a dot here of glue. I'm going to add that to it and get it to stick for a second. And then we have to do our sentiment. And I don't know if I guess I didn't cut papers for these sentiments. What's wrong with me? I don't know, but that's okay. Let me look and see what size I need, and I will trim it now. All right. And we will stamp our sentiment. There is our piece. Pretend like it was there all along. And get my black ink. Here's to a great guy. I think I have to re-ink my memento pad. It has these little spots that aren't as dark. Okay, I'm going to bring it down again so that hopefully you guys can see, but I want to get that right in there. Hopefully it's even. Monica, you ran away on a motorcycle? That's why you weren't playing Lucky Number? I hope you had fun. I bet you it's fun to ride a motorcycle where you live because there's not a lot of traffic out there. So you don't have to worry about dumb people not paying attention to motorcyclists. Don't forget to click the thumbs up if you just came into the video. I'd greatly appreciate the help. All right, so we're going to finish up our card here. We have to erase some of this glue that I have around the fire. So let me get my eraser out. All right, and then we're going to add, here's to a great guy, and this is just going to be flat glued, so no more dimensional counting. Oh yes, you have to be careful for the deer. But I bet you it's gorgeous, though, on the roads at night with the stars, under the stars. I bet you that would be fun. I'm coming to your house so I can have a motorcycle ride. When I started dating John, he had a motorcycle. He does not have a motorcycle anymore. All right. He had a motorcycle and an old car. What was the old car you had, John? Are you still here? I don't remember the old car he had, but his friend Tracy, who was a Navy SEAL, restored an old car for him. All right, so let me make sure I have everything. So we open, gift card. Yep, I have everything. So here is our last card. Oh, a skylark. So there's our card. You put your gift card inside. Ta-da! What do you guys think of this last card? Did you like that one? I love ice cream, but vanilla only on pecan pie. Yay! Okay, guys, card number 4. Monica, you get to play your lucky number for this last round. John can take a break. Well, he's still playing for Bonnie, but he can take a break from playing 2 people. All right, let's go and grab our lucky number. And I will start mixing them up. Monica, do you have your numbers handy? This was your favorite one, Joyce, with the gift card holder? Yeah, it's a fun card. Okay, John, give her numbers, please, if you don't mind. So it was a 1968 Buick Skylark convertible, babe? You picked your numbers on your registration form, and you need to write them down and put them somewhere safe. Just give Monica the numbers, John. You can just play for Bonnie. Type the numbers that Monica has to her so she knows what numbers. You have something to write with, Monica? It's okay, I forgive you. My dimensional counter. All right, John, type in the numbers for her. Thank you, John. All right, I think I've done enough shuffling that way. Let's shuffle them this way. This has been so fun, guys. I've had a great time. All right, are we ready for the last game of lucky number? Here we go. Let me grab the first number, number 19. Number 19. Number 9. Monica, if you get one of your numbers, you have to say L all the way through lucky until you spell lucky. So if you have one of the numbers, see how Donna put L? You would put L. There you go. Okay, that one fell out. Oh, 17 again. That has been so lucky tonight. I cannot believe that. 31. No, now you have to type LU, Monica. 30. 24. Just like Natalie did, Monica. Type LU. 2. A lot of LUs. Ooh, Lisa. 5. Sherry, Natalie, and Lisa have 1, so they're just playing for fun. Sarah, in order to play, you have to purchase the class from me, and I can only sell class to people in the US. I'm sorry. 10 is the next number. 11. Oh, okay. I just wanted to let you know. I didn't know if you knew the rules. 25. 18. 'Monica! You got lucky. Okay, let me find your numbers. I gotta find them on my sheet here. Okay, Monica. 2, 5, 9, 25, and 17. Fantastic. Woohoo! Congratulations, Monica. You came back just in time to win. That was quick. That was a quick one. All right, let me put my cover on my lucky numbers for next month. Congratulations, Monica. All right, let me give you the prizes and then you tell me what you want to win. So we have the Color Coach with the Painted Stripes background stamp. We have the Market Goodness Bundle and You Are Remarkable stamp set. Those are the 3 that are left. This was our 4th game. I always have 6 prizes that I bring and you guys can pick from those 6. Which would you like, Monica? I'm getting ready to write your name. Painted Stripes and the Color Coach. All right. So next month we'll have Market Goodness and You Are Remarkable and some other prizes as well. All right, guys, I appreciate having you with me. I hope you had a really good time. Your kits are going to come, and if you won a prize, your prize will come with your kit. So you will get your kit and the prize. You will get your 4-card class kit. And you will get a goodie from me. I always have goodies in my kits. Never a boring kit here. Thank you so much, Natalie. I'm glad that you joined us. I hope you'll play with us next month. If you would like to join Stamp Camp for the month of June, I will also have a class in the month of June that will be a regular card class on Zoom. It's going to be using Notes and Totes. And I will also have, so June's going to be pretty full. We have Stamp Camp, we have card class, and we have game night for June. I will let you know on Tuesday what June's game night bundle will be. Yes, please click the thumbs up if you haven't yet. I would greatly appreciate that. And share my video, save my video, share it to somebody that might want to play game night next month. The chat will be available for you to see after the video processes through YouTube. And if anybody wants to register for Stamp Camp, let me get you the link. Here is the link for Stamp Camp. And I will have registration open starting on Tuesday night at my next live for the June game night. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you for everybody who played. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope that you enjoyed the 4 cards that we made tonight in our class. I think they're super fun. And I hope you had a good time with me. Thanks for being here. And please click the thumbs up if you don't mind. I would appreciate that. And thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for all the hearts. I loved hanging out with you guys. Thanks for spending a Thursday night with me. You guys are awesome. And have a fantastic rest of your evening. Thank you for being here, and I will mail out those kits probably within the next week, probably no later than the beginning of June. All right, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I will see you next time. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping! Good night, everybody.